All right, everybody, welcome back. 2016 GMC Sierra. We're going to transmission pull on this thing, and it is going to be a 6L80. So here we go. First thing we're going to do is take the skid plate off and take these two motor mount bolts out up here so that we can put a tripod under this transfer case and hold the weight up off the cross member. And then the first thing we're going to do is get the cross member out. All right, also we're going to take this clip off right here to take this line off of here. Now that we got some space there and we got the weight off the cross member, these two here and these two here, take the cross member out. Now that we got that cross member out, motor mount off, front drive shaft out, exhaust out. Front drive shaft is these 411s, and sometimes there's a metal band right here you have to take off, like this one, but this one looks like it's been out because the band's gone, so that's fine. And then the exhaust is going to be your 3 15mm bolts up in here. Now it's hard to see because it's dark up there. 1, 2, 3 up there, and 3 on this side. And also unhooking all the O2 sensors, and that's why I took this drive shaft out, because one of them's up here. And then we got one more back here, and it's either a come off or a break type of deal. If it breaks, it's fine, you just put a new bolt in it. If it comes off, great. Pry this boot off of here. After that drive shaft's out of your way, this is one of the O2 sensor plugins I was talking about right here. But I'll show you on this one that's easy to get to. It's going to be pushing this forward like that, unlocking it, and then stick your pick inside of here like that, and then wiggle and pull. And sometimes you got to have 2 hands. All right, you got to use both hands. After that one, there's that one up there, and then there's one right here. You can see it's clipped on right there. And then there's one usually you have to go up through here. Yeah, you see it right there is that other one for the top O2 sensor. All right, long extension, wobble 15mm. This is how I do these. Get up in here and get these 15mm off up in there. There's one right there. Wobble 15 long extension. All right, after you get those off of there, these weren't bad, they came right off, but sometimes you got to throw a little heat on them to get them off. Now we're going to have to do this clamp. In order to get that clamp off the easiest though, we're going to take the rear drive shaft out first, because you got to get a 13 or a 12 up here, and it's tight. It's tight. Usually it'll break off or it'll turn. This one looks like it might turn, so, but you got to have a longer bar that you can get in here with, and this drive shaft's in the way. So we're going to take it out right now. Now what we can do is we can come over here and we can get this off. There we go. Okay, it's turning. Alright, so after you have this clamp loose, sometimes you got to hold the bottom of this with vice grips so you can turn the whole thing without it spinning. Once you get that loose, you just pull this whole thing out of here. Alright, now that the exhaust is out of the way, we're opened up in here. So the next thing I'm going to do is take this starter off. So 10mm here to get this shield unhooked from the starter. And then under here are the two 13s for the starter and 110 here for this little shield. So after you get that starter up out of the way, moved out of the way, now you can, as you can see right up in here, torque converter bolt. So you just turn those around one at a time by a 15/16 on the crankshaft right here, and take those out, 3 of them. Short 15mm. Just hold this one and hold this one at the same time, and break it loose. Once it's loose, then we go with a 15 wobble and electric ratchet. After you get those torque converter bolts out, then you're going to take this shield off, and we're going to get this plug, the main plug, off. And then shifter cable linkage, a 10mm to take this bracket off. This isn't going to come off till the very last second because it's going to leak, and I don't want to work in a mess. So that'll come off at the last second. After we get all that off, then we'll support the transmission with a jack, and then we'll take the transfer case off, which is these 6 15mm nuts that go around there. Unplug this tube, the vent tube, and then come back here and unplug these couple electrical connectors, and that'll come off. So that's what we're doing now. Alright, also on the shifter cable part, I take this out of here, and then I take this 15mm off of here because this doesn't like to come out without breaking. So this is the easiest, this is the easiest. We'll get that out of the way. Okay, so now that you got all that disconnected, and we're going to get these two plug-ins right here disconnected, and then we are going to take this out of here and just move it out of the way, and then we're going to get these nuts off, take this transfer case off. All right, there's 1, 2, 3 of them. Now we're going to transmission jack and put it underneath this transmission so we can get this transfer case off of here. This is going to be your best friend. It's a 15mm wobble stubby to get on top of the transfer case. Let this down so you can get on top of it. And of course it's full of dirt up there. Dig the dirt out. After you get all of those off of there, then you're going to take this pry bar and you're going to put it right here, and you're going to go pop that thing loose like that. Then you can kind of shake it from the back and get somebody to help you take it out of there. After you get the transfer case off of there, now we are going to take the bell housing bolts out. But to do that, there is these fuel lines right here, okay? They were 10mm here. They go all the way up here to this bracket right here. And there is, oh, you can kind of see it, that 13mm nut that is on the back of one of the bell housing bolts has to come off so that you can get the bracket off so that you can get the bolt out. There's 3 of those. So there's one there, there's one right here holding the dipstick on, and then there's another one on top of the transmission, which is really hard to see, especially with this crap in the way. Maybe I can see it right here. Oh, maybe I can see it right here. Okay, so the third one is right there on the very top bell housing bolt. You have to get that plastic piece off of there, and then you have to take the nut off, then you take that bracket off, then you take the bell housing bolt out. So super long 13mm wobble socket and my really long extension, once again, is my best friend. So we're going to put this in here so it goes to 3/8, and then bam, we put our gun on that, and this is how we reach up in there. And I do the same thing with a 15mm wobble socket to get the bell housing bolts out. So here we go. There's a dipstick one. Also, sometimes you got to get up in here with a pry bar and kind of move some stuff out of the way. Alright, so what I did is I just bent that bracket out of the way just a tiny bit, and now you can see that that is way easier to get to. On this one, I got to get that plastic piece off the top. That's a 3/15 off of there, and just 2 of them are the same, and then one of them, this one has this washer on it that's like a free floating washer, and that one goes on the dipstick tube. Now we take those brackets off of there and get the bell housing bolts out, and this thing will come out. Okay, so now all the bell housing bolts are out. There's nothing holding this in except for the rust stuck on these dowels. Now a lot of times this thing is really stuck on here. You got to pry it on both sides real good. So I take out this plastic shield so I can get my pry bar up in there, and then where the starter came out, you can get a pry bar right in there and pry it back and forth until it comes out. And then once it's loose, I'll take this off and put a pan on the floor, and this will leak out, but it has to be disconnected, so we'll do that last. pull this off. Well, here we are. It is out. That is a step-by-step. They haven't changed much. All of these years are almost the same. So we're going to let this thing down. We're going to get it on a table, and then we are going to get the flush machine on this transmission cooler right here. Let me take this block off, and I hook my lines up to here and flush that transmission cooler, because the number one failure on these transmissions is this torque converter. And when it goes out, it puts metal in the cooler everywhere, plugs it, and then puts a bunch of metal inside the transmission too, and just destroys everything. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, and this is how my box looks when I'm done with my job. It never looks any different than this. Everything is always put away all the time. So I never lose tools, and I never have anything out. And then also, these are the bolts to this truck. Bam. And yes, I know where they all go, no problem. These are all separate vehicles. Each rag is a vehicle. This one is this truck. And I can tell you where every single thing goes, because I've done 100 of these. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.